One of the most closely watched races of this midterm cycle is in Pennsylvania, where Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman is facing off against celebrity TV doctor Mehmet Oz for an open Senate seat. The race has garnered national attention for Fetterman's expert trolling, from flying a banner over the Jersey Shore saying, "Hey, Dr. Oz, welcome home to New Jersey," to the viral video of Oz buying crudité at a made-up grocery store. But all memes aside, this contest is believed to be the Democrats' best bet for flipping a Republican seat, and it could determine which party controls the upper chamber for the next 2 years, which means potentially dealing with legislation like codifying same-sex marriage and heading off Republican efforts to ban abortion nationwide and to sunset safety nets like Social Security and Medicare, just to name a few. Joining me now is Pennsylvania's Democratic nominee for Senate, Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman. Lieutenant Governor Fetterman, thank you so much for being here.
Hi, it's so wonderful to be here tonight.
Great to be here. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. The polls sort of average show you still ahead, but the story of the race in Pennsylvania is that it is tightening between yourself and Dr. Oz. What do you attribute that to?
Well, it's absolutely that and everybody expected that the race would tighten because they dumped over $20 million over the last 5 weeks. And, you know, with the lies, and that's actually tightened the race. But despite having Mitch McConnell's tens of millions and Fox News, you know, bearing down on us more than all the other candidates combined, allowed us to not only withstand that, we're actually ahead. And just today we had a poll came out that had us up 6 points. And that's a testament to our record and how we've been able to push back on the lies and stand on the truth of our record.
So I mean, no one can see it now because you're wearing a sweatshirt, but I mean, you got tats like that. That's a thing a lot of people have. That is not an uncommon thing. It's not, this is not 1950. It's not, anything strange. But what the other side has tried to do is to tie you to the thing they want to talk about this political season is crime. I mean, even to the point of, it is a little bit laughable. I almost am embarrassed to even say it. I was trying to sort of tie you to the Crips, tie you to gang membership, tie you to crime directly. What is that about? And I know some of your tattoos are about your time as mayor of Braddock, Pennsylvania, and your commitment to ending murder, but I don't know. How do you respond to this idea that they're essentially trying to sort of thugize you?
It's absurd, and it's the Oz rule. When he's on TV, he's lying, and he lies about my record on crime. But the truth is that we in Braddock, as mayor, in a community with significant gun violence issues, I ran to be mayor for that reason, and for 5.5 years we stopped the killing and the gun violence. We stopped it. And that has never been accomplished before or since I was time as mayor. I run on my record. And the tattoos were all really just about dates. I was at the scene of any single murder as mayor, and it was a deeply personal issue. And I ran from that issue, and I was able to stop it. And for 5.5 years, and Dr. Oz has used to lie on TV about it.
Let me ask you also about an issue that it doesn't show up in the polls because it's not clear that people would be even honest about if they were asked about it, but it's obviously your health. And you've had health challenges in the past year, obviously. Do you think that people's concerns about your health are weighing into their decision whether to support you for the United States Senate?
Absolutely. With my health is that my doctors, real doctors, as opposed to Dr. Oz, all agrees that I'm fit to run and serve. And Dr. Oz lies about my health again too. Again, it's the Oz rule again. When he's on TV, he's going to be lying. And the truth is also is that in January I'm going to be much better, but he'll still be a fraud. And that's the real here. And he is going to use things, whether it's my health or lying about my record on crime, because nobody wants to talk about himself because the other side realizes they can't make anybody like them. So what they're trying to do is lie and force people to not like me.
Let me ask you about the issue of abortion. The Dobbs ruling is weighing heavily for a lot of women voters. Do you hear about this a lot on the campaign trail? Because there is this other storyline that all people really want to hear about is inflation, not necessarily abortion.
Yeah. Again, with abortion, Dr. Oz is considered to be a joke, but it's not funny here in Pennsylvania and also in the nation. True. You know, Dr. Oz has celebrated when Roe v. Wade fell, and he has called every abortion a murder. And he also believes that the choice to decide belongs with him, not with women and their doctors. And his partner in Pennsylvania, Doug Mastriano, all have an extremist view on abortion. And Dr. Oz refuses to answer the basic issue about the national abortion ban from Senator Graham. And it's been 21 days where they refuse to answer it. You know, Dr. Oz liked to ridicule me that I miss a couple words because of my stroke. But the two words that are missing from Dr. Oz is yes or no on the abortion ban here nationally. And he refuses to give it. And I suspect he ever will, because he understands how extreme is it. And he wants to lie and make sure people pretend that he doesn't have the exact same views as Doug Mastriano is.
And my last question here, I guess, to you is, you're sort of created sort of a natural appeal to sort of young voters and working class voters. Do you think that there will be enough turnout among those two groups of voters that will turn out for you? Because working class voters, and I mean not just white working class voters, but working class voters in general, voters of color, et cetera, you're going to need that turnout in order to win this race. Will you be able to get it, and how?
No, absolutely. I'm proud to say that I was a 4-term mayor of a community that's the 75% Black community here in Western Pennsylvania. I'm also proud in my campaign, in the primary, I won all 67 counties in Pennsylvania. That's never been done before in a Democratic primary in Pennsylvania history. You know, we've reached out and run a every county, every vote kind of campaign. And there are actually, in fact, there are many red counties where we actually got more votes in our primary than Dr. Oz got in his own red counties. So we've run a very comprehensive campaign, and I'm proud of the race that we've run, and we're going to continue all to the end.
Pennsylvania Lieutenant Governor and U.S. Senate candidate John Fetterman, thank you very much. Really appreciate your time tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. All right, a reminder, the last day to register to vote in Pennsylvania is October 24th. The last day to apply for a mail-in or absentee ballot is November 1st. And that is tonight's readout. Make sure that you register. Make sure that you vote.